Hey guys, it's me, Ria. Just hopping on to deliver a quick message. I would say it's Ria on the run, but I just finished my run, so I'm a little bit hot and sweaty, but I'm still like, nice and clear and open. So I thought I would hop on and just deliver a message that I feel guided. And it's a back to basic message, but it was hitting me towards the end of my run. And I was listening to a tarot reader on YouTube and um, how tarot and card reading and all of that can kind of open up the door to gaining greater spiritual awareness, greater self-realization. And what really hit me was that things this is an obvious message, but maybe somebody out there just needs to hear it. So there are many different pathways, and spirit was just saying trust the pathway that you are taking now. Trust that which you feel aligned to. Trust that which speaks to you, that hits you. And I know it's common sense, but sometimes spirit says is what happens is that we will be aware of another's path and how well they may be connecting to a certain modality, or they say venue. When I was running, they said there's all sorts of venues, a certain venue, a certain path, a certain modality, a certain technique, spiritual practice. It could be yoga, it could be meditation, it could be card reading, it can be so many different things. And just to truly trust the path that you feel excited and enlightened and connected with, because sometimes we'll see a path, someone's on yoga, and that person will be expressing how yoga is their end all, it is their pathway. And sometimes others are so passionate about their path that sometimes it might carry over to us, where we might start to doubt or contemplate, reflect upon our path, thinking, oh, maybe I should take this other path. And obviously, all paths are right and all paths are valid according to your own vibration and your own resonance. And of course, on our paths, we are going to be called to contemplate and consider other pathways that we're being called to. The main thing that Spirit was saying is just don't doubt your path. What works for another will not necessarily work for you. One size does not fit all. And just the important thing is to be in the moment of you, in your expression and in your path. So for me, I'll dabble around. I'll skip, jump, hop to other people's forms of expression. And what Spirit is saying, that is awesome, because when you actually listen, when we listen, oh my God, this is really key, guys. So when we listen to others that have clicked and in sync with their path, they share information and insight that we can gain. So we don't necessarily have to do it their way, because they're doing it their way, because that's their way to activate more light within them, and then they express it. So sometimes we might get caught up thinking, oh, I'm receiving this expression from this person. Maybe I need to do yoga, or I need to be a Buddhist, or I need to go to church. Not necessarily, because they're taking their path that's individual to them, that is sparking them. So what we are to get is the information or the spark from them that might activate, obviously, light within us. So that's how we all collaborate and collectively expand on the light. We resonate to our own path, then we share that insight, that excitement, that light that we have gained. So obviously, like for me, you can even say Ria on the run. Ria on the run is one of my spiritual practices where I gain ignition in my light, in my passion, in my thoughts, and I get these sparks of awareness. But not everybody's going to get that when they go on the run. But that doesn't matter. It just matters that we are maybe gaining some light, activating from each other, from our own individual paths. And I know that's common sense, but some people, or maybe it was just me contemplating, oh, maybe I should explore more of this to gain spiritual knowledge. But no, 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 no. Spirit is saying you got all the spiritual knowledge and wisdom within you. We just have certain physical modalities and paths on our journey that activate and bring us to that self-realization. We already are all of that spiritual energy within us. We already have all of the answers within us, but we want the physical experience, the physical ride, the physical journey. And we all have different paths, just like we all live in different places in the world, perfectly matched for us. So I don't know. That seemed all really common sense. Not sure why I had to share that. Good morning. Good morning, Leona Thacker, Sunshine, Linda, blessings of peace and love. Thank you for shining your light on this platform. Good morning, Teresa. Thank you guys for being here and being present. Just hopping on, and know that where we bring our presence, we truly, truly are shining our light. And this goes along with that message that was just conveyed, that everybody is shining their light according to their pathway. And what we do is we spark one another and we exponentiate that light by gathering and sharing and reflecting. You guys are the ones creating this message. You're creating the channel. You're creating this information by gazing upon this channel or whatever channel you guys are tuned into, and just reflecting that which is your own energy expressed through me or through each other through our own openings. So that kind of goes back to the beginning message as well. We come to that one light, that one source through our own opening. So Ria on the Run is one opening for me. It's an opening. When I go running, that's my active meditation. For Teresa, it might be outside gardening. For Leona, it might be artwork, or for Linda, it whatever it is. For Linda, her own surroundings are all portals and doorways that she opens up to, that speak to her. And that makes sense why I receive so many hearts when I'm running. Like this morning, I was running and I'm like, holy shit, man, I got to stop looking down because all I see is hearts. And then I feel not obligated, but compelled to take a picture because it's just so ridiculous. And so we're given those sparks of love, even on our path, whatever that opening is, whatever that portal is, where you really open up and receive you. It's about receiving more and more and more of you. So as we enter this moment, as I was getting to, this moment of now, every moment of now is an opportunity to unlock, to align, to engage, and to allow more of you to come forth. So as I'm running in spirit and I'm chit-chatting and communicating and I'm seeing these hearts, it's as if spirit is reflecting that love, that communion that I'm having in that portal. Just like whatever that portal is for all of you guys, it's that place where you meet with you with greater clarity, with greater consciousness, with greater joy, with greater peace. It's that place that kind of, it's even like, I call it a portal because it's almost like you're time traveling to a place where there's more engagement with just you without the distractions of the obligations or the have tos in the regular day life. It's that place that is sacred to you, where you meet up with you in freedom. It's that place where you feel free in that expression and communication and that learning and that expansion. And that's individual to you. And spirit is just acknowledging that within all of us, that all of our different paths are connecting to that same God source energy, that same light, through different expressions, through our individuality, based on the multidimensional self. So a lot of you guys might even be connected and you don't even understand why you're being drawn to something. And it could be representative of that other timeline that exists now, where you are engaged in that spiritual practice. So some of you might be drawn to Buddhism because you really were a Buddhist or a monk on that timeline, and you feel that familiarity. So for me, I feel a familiarity with the, is it the Gregorian choir? Is that how you say it? The monks and that chanting and that music. I love that. I don't spend a lot of time there, but it hits, I don't spend any time there, but it hits me. It hits me. It puts me in that time and space where I am there. And that is no different than a spiritual practice, Spirit is saying. They're talking about spiritual practices today. So whatever puts you in that place is a spiritual practice. It doesn't have to be defined by a specific spiritual label. And you guys all know this. I don't even know. I feel kind of silly even channeling this, because I know you guys know this, but maybe somebody watching the replay, or maybe it's just bringing emphasis and affirmation for you guys. So, hey, Christy. So, I know Christy takes a lot of pictures of the sun. She is a sun goddess, and that is a spiritual practice within itself. So, all of those things that we engage in that bring forth peace and happiness and excitement, and where we kind of lose ourselves in it, those are spiritual practices. It doesn't have to have that traditional label of meditation or, I don't know, anything, whatever that breath work is, or yoga, or whatever that you might compare yourself to. Know that whatever you click in, that is your spiritual practice. We can't not be spiritual because that is our innate self being expressed, being realized, and being experienced in our physicality. Spirit's like giving me hell right now. They're saying, stop doubting what I'm bringing through. Just stop it already. Stop doubting. So I have to just stop doubting because to me it seems so simplistic. But the simplest things sometimes are exactly what we just needed to hear. So thank you, Spirit. Thank you, you guys. You guys are the ones. Hey, good morning, Robin. You guys are the ones channeling this. So maybe whatever, it's affirmation and what it's doing. Spirit says it's further anchoring that place, that expression. Trust in your expression and trust in your direction. They're saying it's just anchoring that for you guys to know that place of peace and happiness, whatever it is. Uh, that is that is exactly what's being called of you. Your direction, to trust in that and to trust the expression from that direction. Spirit is saying. All right. Good morning, Robin. I haven't flashed you yet. Good morning, Christy and Teresa and Leona. I can't remember if I did this yet with you guys. Leona, Linda. Thank you so much, guys. Please share out if you haven't. I know sometimes Spirit brings forth these back to basic messages. My artwork is a definite download time. Yeah. And Leona, even when I said art, I'm like, Spirit had me say art to you, and I wasn't positive that you did art, but I thought you did. But so I had to trust in that as well. Thank you, Linda. Linda says, wonderful light messages. Everywhere we go, light travels, experience our creativity to one another, just like joining on this traveling with you today. Exactly. Yes. Just like I said that. Yeah. Just like I said that. Everything is a portal. And I think that's the emphasis that Spirit was really bringing forth to me today. I haven't posted them yet, but I keep seeing all these hearts, and thank you, Linda. So you have just reflected the message of why I see all those hearts, and the message today was just bringing emphasis on every heartfelt expression where you feel it in your heart, those desires. What is the heart? It's that connection to your God self. It is peace, it is happiness. Wherever you're feeling those connections, they are literally portals. So I was seeing all the hearts representative of the unlimited portals available to us to enter those moments of self, communion with self, realigning with self. So knowing that that in itself is a quote unquote spiritual practice where we do commune, and it's just like where we go to play with thyself, to to play like that dolphin, and that spirituality merged with the physicality as one. So all of those portals, Spirit is saying as well, as they are the merging. That is that ground zero, that heart center, that middle place where the polarities of the spiritual and physical merge, and then we bring forth that third expression, that new expression of the love, that creation of the love, whether it be through art or a picture you take or an insight, or for me, verbal expressions of communion with Spirit. Um, every so all of those hearts that I see are representative of a portal we enter where we are merged in perfect unity with the spirituality in the physical. 1 + 1 = 3 to bring forth that new creative expression, which is that insight combined in every moment of light. When we get those light sparks, oh my God, this is awesome. When we get those light sparks, that is the third expression, but it's based on the spiritual. 1 + 1 with the physical experience = 3. But that 3 is even exponential energy. It is multi-universal energy held within that third expression because it takes into consideration all of ourselves that we've ever experienced simultaneously on all timelines. We are also dissipating linear time in that third expression. I knew spirit was building up to more than what I was conveying earlier. This part is what excites me. 1+1, the merging unity in that heart, in that portal where we're connected to ourself, is literally dissipating time because we're brought to that no time zone where we are utilizing our multidimensional self, which truly exists in the no time zone. Son of a bee. Thank you. Now that clicked. Now that clicked for me. Now I feel good about my message. Not that it was about me feeling good, but it brought forth that insight. That third, that 1+1=3, but that third is also representing our own mind, body, spirit on this timeline, which is interdimensionally connected to all of our light, all of our experiences, and all time. And the more and more and more and more and more we do that, Spirit is saying, this is how we dissipate time in our physical timeline, if that makes sense. That is so awesome. So awesome. I'm going to stick that one up there. That is so awesome. So the more and more we're in the now, we dissipate the projections in the future and holding on and clinging on to the past. We bring it all, make it all, bring it all available in that moment of now. And that moment of now is a moment of you. What is a moment of you? It is your total God source energy being expressed in this portal of now, which takes into the consideration all of the light activations, all of the rememberings of everything that you ever were in all time, plus creating that new leg, that new expression. All right, guys, that's awesome. Kim, chemistry, Trinity, yes. Melanie, thank you for sharing. I did not see you guys up there. Oh man, whoops, I keep trying to hit Kim. Kim, you won't come up. That is so weird. So Kim, chemistry. I don't know what's going on, or if you have to allow permission on StreamYard or something. I know Kim Siegel always says allow StreamYard to show your whatever comments, but you've always been on my StreamYard and you've always shown your comments. So Kim, are you checked out onto another timeline? There you go. Kim Chemistry, there is a message specifically for you right now because I kept clicking and it wouldn't let me. You know when something is frozen and it won't let me? So it let me go to Melanie and it wouldn't let me go to you. So for some reason, maybe Kim, you are, and this is the way Spirit's bringing it, it's demonstrating it through that. What just happened is you might feel like you leave. I don't know if you feel this, but they're bringing this up right now with you because I couldn't get your name on the screen. And immediately what came to me is, Kim, are you checked out on another timeline right now? So you might be experiencing checking out on this timeline and literally being on these other timelines, whether it be through your imagination or just a quick thought. But they're saying, yes, Kim, you are doing that. To trust that you are literally opening up for a physical, now this is mind blowing, for a physical engagement on another timeline, which I guess would be considered teleporting, right? So I don't know if you've been feeling that, Kim. Good morning. I don't know if you've been feeling that, but it would not allow me to bring you into this present moment of now. So I don't know if you're aware of, but you have the ability, Spirit is saying, to teleport. And I guess that's astral traveling as well, where you're literally engaged in a timeline at a denser reality than just a thought. Okay, that makes sense. They just wanted me to bring that up on your name. That has never happened, Kim, where I wasn't able to push the name and have it appear on the screen. So yeah, you are definitely traveling. And why and how are you able to, Kim? Is the question that I have anyways, because you are illuminating more light. You're able to, as you embody and allow more light within your body, more of these structures of light to be activated, that gives you that ability to time travel in a more aware state. So we are everywhere all at once, or we have all of these other timelines, but I'm not conscious of them. I'll get little feelings and nudges with you guys and me. But what they're saying is you're opening up to that more and more at a conscious, aware state, Kim. That is amazing. Hey, Vajra. Thank you for joining. Every time I say your name, I'm like, how am I going to say that? Vadra. I love it. All right. So thank you for that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And Kim, you are actually holding space for the rest of us that we also are having this capability, teleporting astral travel from a more conscious awareness as we ignite more light. The light that we already are is being activated. And there are many portals to do that. It's not just through spiritual practice. Spirit, again, is reiterating that which matches and aligns to your heart is your spiritual activation. They are your portal your portals. They are your portals to your spiritual self-realization and activating your light. So awesome. No resistance. Awesome. It's Greek. Oh my God. Vajra. This is so amazing. You're telling me this, and they're telling me that you and now I'm getting all the tingles. So when spirit comes through, you have a timeline with my son Mythos and probably me as well. So I don't know, we have some sort of timeline. So Mythos, my son is Mythos Keegan. So you said that you're Greek with Irish descent. So my son Mythos was born on St. Patrick's Day. So I middle named him Keegan. And so he's born on St. Patrick's Day. So he's got a Greek name and an Irish name. And we're not neither. Neither of us are blood, quote unquote, blood that science can see now. But however, we have all blood within us, within that DNA, within our light of Greek or Irish. But he was born on St. Patrick's Day with a Greek name. Is that not unbelievable? And I just got all the tingles. So there's some sort of relation with us to do with that and my son Mythos. So that is so cool. Don't tell me I'm breaking my glasses again. Shit. I did it again. Broke another one of these like I did the other day. I literally just broke it. Okay. Oh my God. So that's so awesome. I'm gonna have to wear these like just little nose things. I'm gonna have to get some duct tape, put it on there. Huh, interesting. Yeah, I just found that interesting. And I love the name Mythos. And everyone's always like, is that Greek? Is it Hebrew? And I'm like, yeah, it's Greek. No, we're not Greek. And I have to go through the whole little explanation. All right. And he is a star seed too. So, I mean, obviously all of us are star seeds in some way, shape, or form. But yeah, so he's very beautiful. Pure heart. He's my little earth angel. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I am going to stick my PayPal if you guys want a specific reading. And I will do a few Sherry outers, okay? PayPal, I'm going to just stick my PayPal up if anyone wants a personal. But wow, really interesting with how it evolved too. And so as I'm relaying this simplistic message, I love the way it evolved into something a little bit bigger, something a little more exciting for my human brain. All right, that's so cool. All right. I mean, I can't talk and type at the same time. All right, so if you guys want a personal regarding anything, a question that you may have, or just as always, the personals, the shares always piggyback at an individual level of what I already was talking about. And what we were talking about today was dissipating time traveling in that spiritual practice. So maybe obviously all of it has to do with just activating more of you, more of you, more of you. So it's feeling a little bit kind of like a general message that's going to pertain to you dissipating the linear time and embodying more light through your portal, through your spiritual portal. We're spiritual, everything is spiritual, but you know how we resonate in certain pathways excite us, they activate us, they light us up. It's part of our soul's journey. It is our soul's journey, not part of it. All right, let me see here. Did I stick that up there or not? It really makes me mad that I broke my glasses. All right, so if you shared out and would like a quickie, let me know. I got my computer glasses from Amazon. Yeah, I get my glasses at the that's the dollar store or the drugstore that shows. I need something with like 1.5 like magnetism. All right. But thank you. I'm going to do that. I'm going to check out. Maybe I can get a big box of them on Amazon or a big package because I'm like always looking for them. Second pair I've broken in the past week and a half. Hey, Chris Tucker, I'm late. Never late, divine timing. So I was going to message you, Chris. And this was another thing that Spirit was talking about, how we are all opening up as we activate our light more and more and more and more through those portals of excitement. We're really, really activating and connecting to our multi-dimensional soul family. And yesterday when I was writing, after that song you sent me, Chris, no doubt we were definitely siblings on a timeline, and I just wanted to share it with you, so I'm going to share it with you now, of that Indian timeline. And I know I have more than one Indian timeline, but there was some timeline where we were kind of like, we were siblings, that said, because whenever I said that, I got all the tingles. So I got the spiritual affirmation. But what Spirit is saying is, as we activate more and more and more and more of our spiritual body, which is just our light being, and we're here to combine it in unity with our physicality, we're literally also opening up those multidimensional timelines where we are meeting up in this physical timeline with our soul family, however you want to say that, those soul connections that reflect more of that light energy. So it's a more pure light activated connection where it really is, where we're really gaining the support and the teamwork and the collaboration of those timelines where it's a soul connection. We're just opening up those soul connections. That's all. But I found that really exciting. I have a lot of timelines. We all do. They're unlimited. We have endless timelines. So if we connect and know and believe that we are God's source energy, pure love and light at our core, well, what is God? God exists everywhere all at once. There's no beginning, there's no end, and he's never, I was going to say he, but the light and love is never, it's the energy that's never ending. It's constantly expanding. So just like I said, we enter those heart portals, our heart alignment, our continued expansion of the love and light through our heart, which is those things that excite us, that feel peaceful, blissful, where we lose ourselves in time because we're literally opening up to those timelines and receiving them in that excitement, and then continuing that expansion and that evolution through that activation. Oh my God, that just got a mumble jumble. I didn't mean to get it so mumbly jumble. So when we act in our heart space, we are activating and bringing together our light, our spiritual self coming down, embodying it in the physical. And when we are engaged at that ground zero, point zero, where we're not swinging in duality, we're just really present in our heart. And when we're present there in the moment, we're really present with ourself, our God source energy. We open up to the support and assistance of all timelines that we are to create a new expression. That's what I want to say. More than one thought try to come out of the mouth, you get a traffic jam. I know, because it's possible to hold all of this light, but then and not that I'm holding all of it, but we're activating and we're channeling and we're connecting and we're in that stream of consciousness that aligns to us. This mouth can only handle so much. And so I got to slow it down, come to my heart space, and really try to get it out in words. And that's why light language is so exciting. That's why art is exciting. That's why music and dance, because we can express without the limitations of one word at a time. So Chris, what I wanted to mention to you, out of all the music you sent me, my favorite song is On Your Knee, or on My Knees Again. And I just come off a run, and I do a lot of I get a lot of activations when I'm running. So thank you for the music to add to my playlist. And it's such a good album, but specifically the On My Knees song, I love it. And in the way it kind of has that momentum, it's moving on its journey with the bass. I love that. It's just so awesome. All right, guys. So if anyone wants a personal, let me know. I set the PayPal up there. Otherwise, I'm going to do some Sherry outers. Grandma says, slow down and breathe. I know, Leona. I know. Yeah. And I like that. Was it Rufus? I can't remember. Rufus. I like that album even more so than the other one. So yeah, I love it. I like trance mixes to have I like the words too. Sometimes I'll play music and Mythos will say to me, Mommy, it has no words. Or during Christmas time, we love Christmas music. And if you pick one and it doesn't have words, he goes, Mommy, it has no words. So I do like the words. I like the whole kit and caboodle. I like the words with the sound, with the bass, and I like the whole body. Rufus, thank you. Thank you. So anybody interested in some good trance, he put that down there. Rufus the Soul is so awesome. So yeah, I've been kind of out of that lately. So I don't even know the names of anything. I did like Armin van Buren a lot, and Vinci. I like him a lot, or them, whatever they are. All right, let's get refocused. All right, donated. Thank you, Kim Chemistry. Reading for a winner here. All right. I don't understand what you mean by for a winner. Winter? Winner? I can't predict the lotto numbers. Gotta kind of go with that. All right. Winner. All right. You're a winner. We're all winners, guys. We're all winners, and we've all won. When we allow, Spirit is just popping in and saying, when we allow the fullness of our own expression and trust in that, that makes you a true winner. When we're aligned to our heart, we can't do anything but win, because then we are creating from that heart space where we are united, our physical and spiritual, in all the parts that we ever were collaborating and communing to create the hologram, to create that physical manifestation of that connection. You will always win. You will always win. What is what is a win for another is not necessarily a win for you. So when you connect to that heart space and we are just engaged in that moment of you allow the winning in process. You allow the reflection, the mirror, the projection of that connection, which is a true win. And that is the eternal part of you. That is the eternal part of you. Expressing in this quote unquote limited hologram. And they're saying, not for long. They're going, limited, not for long, limited, not for long. So we are really, really, really opening up multidimensionally, and we're really dissipating this whole linear time thing. The more we engage in that heart, the more we dissipate time. Okay. Kim was donating a reading to someone. Oh, all right. So someone please confirm that. Winner, winner, vegan dinner. All right. So I sat on my glasses. Is that what you're saying, Kim? Was donating a reading to someone. Oh, that's so beautiful. Someone else. Okay. Holy crap. Kim, do you want to pick it then, please? I trust you. I trust you to pick it. First of all, anyone. Oh, hi, Gina. Thank you for being here. So Gina's actually representing multidimensionally really well, and sometimes we think of it in some supernatural way. But when we are working, like she's physically at work in Canada, she lives in Canada, yet she's on this live, and this live is also being presented on YouTube, on A Place to Heal, on Temple of the Sun, and wherever you guys have shared out. This is such a beautiful example of our multidimensional selves from a way that we can understand it as a human or our place in time right now. She is literally multidimensional because she's at work. She's right here in Old Orchard Beach, an aspect, a consciousness of her, and everywhere else that this live is being channeled. And so are all of you guys. We are all oh my God, this is so awesome. We're all collaborating and experiencing and merging with that light of everybody's presence in this here and now. So we truly are being multidimensional. That is just a way for the proof of how we're experiencing that on this timeline. Give a number between 1 and 77. Anybody? Thank you, Kim. I love the way you're keeping the play in the Gemini there. The Gemini is an eternal child, and Kim Chemistry is a fellow gem. Thank you for sharing from Florida. Yes, I had my few years in Florida there. All right, so guess, guys, somebody 1 to 77 who would like Kim Chemistry's most beautiful donated reading. She donated for someone to receive a reading right here, right now. So a number, one between, in case you didn't see it, a number from 1 to 177, she said. Kim, I'm sure you can see it. We got Melanie's got 55, Teresa 17, Tina. Hey, Tina, I didn't see you there. 63, Susan DeBozy 17, Leona 64. I love the way you guys are just all coming out to play in the light now. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we got 11 here. You guys are all spirits. Want me to reiterate, you guys are all masters. A master is brought the contrast into unity, of allowed the dark and the light, the black and the white, the feminine and the masculine, the spiritual and the physical. All of the dualities that we've experienced have merged into one 0 point, creating a portal, creating a gateway for us to step forth into this new creation. That is also like the 1 + 1 = 3. That creates a gateway, a portal, an opening to further the expansion of who we are, of our experience. Fun, fun, fun. I love it. Thank you, Kim Chemistry, for creating in this fun. And I'm all about I'm all about the fun. I like to keep things fun and light, not serious, not heavy. Boy, you got some numbers coming at you, Kim Chemistry. Keep going, she says. I'm gonna go get a charger while you guys are doing that real quick for my phone, because I can tell I might be on for a little bit. Oh, my stinking mics are so stiff now. It's weird how I can go running and feel totally limber, and then I stop and I'm like got two 2x4s for legs. All right, let me get this. Just get my charger. Pretty soon they're gonna have, or maybe they already do have. So I've got my earbuds and I'm walking around the house. Pretty soon they're gonna have cameras combined with it, where you're gonna be able to see where I'm going as well. All right, plug this in. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna have to plug this in because I don't want to go dead on you. All right, that's very. Hold on here, guys. Hold on. I'm gonna plug it in here. All right. This will be fun, guys. Grab a few decks. Over to the table. All right. If I need something else, I'll be back. It's funny, I got a clock behind me too. So we're kind of dissipating that whole timeline thing. Hold on here. This is fun, guys. Thank you. All right. You guys still going with those numbers? 123. How could it be 123? Because unless you're breaking it down, because Kim said when? Between 1 and 77. Let me know when we got a winner, Miss Chemistry. Most beautiful gem, bringing out the child to play today. That's so beautiful of you. 1, I like that, Chris. Right to the point. 1, leadership, creating a path. I like that. Then again, you were a chief, right? I also got a vision of you, Chris. I don't didn't see you, but you were literally riding the horse. And, you know, on the live the other day, I says, oh, I can't tell if you're attacking or defending. But then again, if you're defending, you're still attacking. So it's all one and the same. So Spirit is just bringing the idea of duality. When you're an Indian chief or whatever, and you're riding and you're at war or whatever, at that point, it doesn't matter. The defense and the attack become one. Our power is taking the opposing forces right now and bringing unity, creating a team. You guys can hear me okay still, right? Wow, a lot of numbers. I love it, guys. Thank you for participating. Thank you, Kim, for holding space for this. I like doing that with my book readings too, having you guys pick the numbers. And I love it. You guys are just throwing it out like a machine gun. Boom, 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 all these different numbers. All right, so we'll do what? Oh, keep track. All right, Kim is winner. Who's the winner? Melanie. What number was it? Just let us know, Kim, which one of Melanie's number were it? Because I also want to decipher the number. Hey, Lauren. Just having some fun here. Yay! Melanie is our big winner. Melanie, if you have a specific question, write it down. And Kim Chemistry, let me know what the number was. I'm curious. Because everything means something. Let me get some water on my other table here. Melanie. This is awesome. 24. Ah, 24 is a biggie. 24 is a big number for me too. All right, guys. So 24, oh my God. So automatically it's bringing in the unification of the opposing forces. 1 + 1 equaling 2 in that case, bringing two opposing forces together to equal 1. So the 2 usually represents unity, cooperation, teamwork. And so that's a building block of the 4. Usually 4, you need 4 pillars or foundation. The 4 representing foundation from the building blocks to create a solid foundation. So Melanie, immediately, just the number being 24 and being even like that is showing that you have and are continuing to build a new foundation from teamwork, from unity, from dissipating the illusion of separation. So they're asking you, and maybe you've already been doing this, to continue to find the team in something that seems counterproductive to what you want. So in your world, you might see something that doesn't make sense, or it seems to be going against your goal or against the grain, just like an obstacle. It might seem like, oh, now that's stopping me. They want you to take obstacle, every obstacle or everything that seems to be the opposite of what you're trying to create or achieve and make it work for you. Ask yourself, how is this aiding me? How is it working for me? So they want you to take opposing forces and continue on allowing them to be a team and continuing to build from this higher frequency of unity and teamwork. It's a higher frequency because it's based in your center. So you are building and reflecting based on your center, on your heart space. And what they are saying is find the commonality, find the unity, um, find the love in something as opposed to not the fear, but the separation. They want you to find the commonality instead of separation. They want and are challenging you to find how it's working for you and not against you. That is your challenge in everything right now. They want you to approach everything like that, not looking at it as being a separation or a division, but as a unification. All right, let me see what you said here. Want to buy land to start healing retreat for the tribe. Yep, family tries to pull me back. Okay, okay, perfect. And then that's even representing, like, so you might be feeling a little frustrated or upset, and we all are. Those that are spiritual warriors or master light blasters will be faced with some opposition and resistance from others because we actually activate our light in those situations. But it's not because we need the resistance per se, but it triggers us or sparks us, continue and calls us to go within to find our answers. And then that's where the light is activated. It's not because of the resistance. The resistance triggers our light because it makes us go within and reflect. So in general, 2s, 4s, all those even numbers make it sound like family cooperation. So it seems like sometimes you might be frustrated or discouraged because you think that the people before you actually should be on your team and not against you. And that is frustrating, especially if you are trying to work for what is in your heart and a greater good and this love and this vision, and where the naysayers, which very likely and a lot of times are actually those closest to you, might be in opposition. So they want you to actually catalyze new information and creative ideas through their opposition, through them not agreeing. Does that make sense? They want you to allow the opposition and the resistance to create a spark from you actually going within to find the answer, and you're going to find a new creative way. So not fighting against it, but finding a way how to work together. And that might come across or might end up being a compromise, but knowing that it's working for all parties involved. It's going to work for everybody. Because man, oh man, especially me, I go through that a lot. I think I have the answers. I think I got the tuition, and then I come across those in my family, and I'm like, how can you not see this? But then it's because I have to allow that because we're co-contracted. We're what's it called? Creating collectively co-contracts, and they have something that you actually need to make your manifestation real. So the resistance actually contains something. And this is a paradox, because this is not something I normally would think. That resistance isn't to fight, beat down, and prove a point, justify yourself. That resistance is actually there to help spark some creativity within you, to create that new leg, to create that opening. Oh, there we go. So there's the one, the two is to create an opening, a new way of doing things, and insight. And that's how we continue the creative expansion as well. That is cool, isn't it? Yes, it does sound familiar, Melanie. And I'm sure all of us right here are with you. But that's so true. A master light blaster spark light is activated through the darkness, and that requires that cooperation, that surrender, that in breath, and just releasing it, and then being shown the way. Trusting in your vision as well, in admits of the naysayers, and then allowing the naysayage to actually work for you. It's like somebody who has something really on their mind and they got tunnel vision and they have these obstacles, or an athlete that breaks their leg and then they can't go to the Olympics, but then they end up being an actor and actress. So that resistance, that trauma, or that tower moment actually put them on a completely different path, that maybe their mind had that tunnel vision, but then and this is also might be applying to you as well, to deviate a little bit and put them on a whole different path, but a path that they never would have given up. At that time, their human mind would say, no, I don't want this broken leg, and I don't have an interest in whatever, but they were tunnel vision from the limited mind's perception. But then that broken leg allowed and opened up a whole other door, a whole other world for them. And I don't know if Michael Landon means anything to you, from Little House on the Prairie, Michael Landon. And he originally was an athlete, and something happened, and then he went into that profession. So I don't know if you're close to him or you liked him. And, he died of pancreatic cancer, and I love Michael Landon. I don't know why his energy is coming through right now. So just, I don't know, he's just kind of delivering that message. Maybe it's just in a way that I understand it, but maybe in a way that you can relate to as well. Yep, searching for my tribe, same vision, animals. Okay. All right, so I'm going to pull a few cards on that. Little House on the Prairie. Yeah, did you like Little House on the Prairie? I love Little House on the Prairie, and Michael Landon to me is like one of the most beautiful physical humans of that time. All right. So, oh my God, I'm just going to share this with you because I just think it's interesting as I'm shuffling. So I watched this series. I watched the series growing up, when I was a kid, and then my kids watched it, and they both loved it. They all loved it. So I have older kids, adult kids. We watched it with them. And then I had two more kids later, and they watched it and they also loved it. So that show's timeless. But anyways, at the end, the very last one, I don't know if you guys remember, or they actually blew up the set, The Little House on the Prairie. Like he wanted it blown up, and it showed that part because they didn't want anyone else to ever reuse it. Well, during that, this was after he died and everything else. This was just like maybe 5 years ago or 4 years ago. Maybe 4 years ago. I literally smelt the smoke. It was so weird. It was like his spirit was coming through, and I smelt the smoke and the burning, and no one in the house smoked. No smoking outside. So I just thought that was really cool. How I just thought that was cool that he recognized my love for the show and him, and communicated in that way. All right, hold on here. I wanted to pull a mystical oracle. And this could also be a message for someone else, because Piggyback, little Joe, Piggyback, yeah, I didn't watch that one so much, that really old Western one there, but Little House I liked. And then Highway to Heaven, of course, I loved. And how both, what was the guy's name there? His best friend on Little House, and then his best friend on Highway to Heaven, and how they kind of died or transitioned around the same timeline. I don't know. They were very close. They obviously were very strong soul members. I forget his name. You own the series. Yeah, my daughter Chantal owns the series, Kim. And she still likes to have the physical collections of all the DVDs. Yeah, we have all the series as well. That's so cute. Yeah, I loved it. I didn't appreciate it as much as a kid. And I always get mad at my mother when it was on. I don't know if it was Monday nights growing up, but I get so mad and irritated at her being so emotional and she'd start crying. And I used to like get so annoyed at her for crying all the time. No, exact same way. So I get so annoyed. Mom, you're crying again. So, as kids, and then like I definitely inherited all her emotionality, or I cry over anything. Okay. So, Mr. Edwards, thank you, Mr. Edwards. Yes. This is so timeless. He had a full career. Okay. All right. Let's get back to Melanie. I did have some great learning lessons as a kid. Yeah. He played an angel. Ah, yeah, and he played. Thank you, Chris. Yeah, duh. And I was just talking about Highway to Heaven. I love that. I love it. And he is an angel. He says, he's here. I believe it's his energy. He says people don't utilize that enough. Like, how people will connect to like Prince a lot or Princess Diana. He says people don't utilize my channeling enough, like channel me enough. He says I don't utilize that enough because I love to watch channelings of people as well. Like their energies. Like I know Prince has come through for me before, and just famous people not utilizing that energy enough. He says I'm underutilized. All right, well I'll channel you, Michael. All right. So, Melanie, what we have here, I'm going to go straight to the. This is a fun live, guys. Thank you. The mystical shamanic oracles. I love that because it's pulling in timelines and it's a strong energy that you might not be conscious of, but it does have a big flavor. They're saying this card has a big flavor in your soul's journey in this timeline where your awareness is being brought to now. And you've got the Andean cross, and that's a 2. And remember the 2 and the 4s, teamwork, coming together. So to me, this is showing this big dream that you have, this big, oops, sorry, it froze, this big portal, this big opening, and how it really is the gold, and it really is a treasure to you, and you treasure it, and it's part of your heart, and it's part of your soul's expression. So working towards that to create this opening, what stands out here are these little levels. So it's about at every level, they're saying at every level there's a new devil. So taking that devil and making a friend of it, again, they're bringing unity to the opposing forces, but you also, the 2, having to work as a team, but making a friend of that devil, of that enemy, of that resistance, of that struggle. And so you're going to come across these little platforms where the quicker that you surrender and utilize and don't resist, you're going to be moving up to the next level and the next level and the next level. But at every level too, they want you to go within for your answer. So it's almost like on every level, every part of your plan, or as you're working towards this land and this goal, to go within for that guidance. But that guidance obviously is going to have to work cooperatively with what is before you now on your physical level, meaning funds, money, the physical, all that physical part of it, going within and cooperating with the outside as far as achieving and getting to the next level. So, and I'm feeling there's going to be an opening as well, an opening that you want. You're going to always be shown the opening. When you release the resistance, you're going to find and see the opening within that. And I'm going to read just a little bit on that one. I was at the other table, but I had to plug in my phone, guys. So I am just going to read that. I feel that there's some insight for you, Melanie. And thank you, Melanie, for holding space and being the winner of the day. And that even in itself is showing that winner and an opening, and how you're creating this abundance, this opening. You're creating an opening to receive, even by today's reading, even though I know it seems minuscule compared to your goals, but nothing is worth, and nothing is greater than anything. Like everything is valid, everything is light. So allow this even to be a sign for your opening. And as you continue this, let me go to number 2, this journey. All right, Melanie. All right, I just feel like there's something else I need to talk about. So the essence of this one is, it represents the cosmology of the shaman. It depicts the 4 cardinal directions, the upper and lower, and the steps to reach these realms. The hole in the center is the gateway, the interdimensional travel, the proverbial eye of the needle that we all go through to experience higher states of awareness, to break free of linear time. That is so funny because I was just talking about we're dissipating linear time. So that even in itself is saying this to me, how I'm feeling intuitively about that paragraph is you might be achieving this not in the old ways of linear time. So you're going to create and have opportunities open up to you, not in the linear way. Everything is frequency. According to our frequency, then we create that opening. So through surrender and non-resistance, through your belief, through your being open to trying new ways, then you're going to create that physical evidence of it. So to me, it's almost saying getting from point A to B isn't going to be the same as it used to be as far as acquiring this land. Things are going to happen synchronistically, they're saying, almost like they're coming out of nowhere, because they kind of are. They're not happening the same way. So this announces a start. Oh my God. So you're on a journey. The Indian cross announces the start to a great journey. It's a time to raise your gaze from the mundane day to day to that which until now has seemed beyond your grasp. Allow new wisdom to guide you and stop trying to make sense of it all before you respond with a resounding yes. So again, it's finding that perfect balance, going within, releasing some of the old ways, the old logical steps, the limitations. And then the medicine is the time has passed and the window of opportunity has closed. Now is not the moment to take a leap you have been over preparing for. It is best to wait till conditions in heaven line up again to offer you a more propitious moment. Any bold action you take now will require tremendous effort on your part. So what I'm feeling is it's not that the time has passed. I'm feeling that you've just got to wait for the frequency to line up. You could be, it might be feeling you're on one of these legs right here, right there. So just waiting, going within, waiting for that inspiration, communing, collaborating. Don't allowing the resistance to work for you as you continue up. So I don't feel like it's a closed chapter. I feel you might be at a pause, and what you're doing is you are opening, allowing, cooperating with other energies around you. And what I got for the chakra card was soul healing, and that's an 8. That's abundance. Both of these are connected to the soul. To me, the gold always represents the soul. It represents our journey. It represents the soul's purpose, fulfillment, desire. So this has also got to do with a soul healing I feel this journey is going to help you at the same time. What's that word? Simultaneously as you heal your own soul, the steps here are going to be happening. These are not separate. Your soul or your trauma or anything unhealed within you, as you're healing that, to me, that is also simultaneously creating openings. And they're saying even with soul family, as your soul family come together, that helps to heal, but it's a simultaneous thing that's happening at the same time. So this big thing that you want to do is part of your soul contract. It is part of healing. And healing, it's not that anything needs to change. It's you coming into your natural state of being. It's a rebalancing, a recalibration, a coming back home, they're saying. It's a coming back home to you. In this creative venture that you have, it's about the physical manifestation of you coming back home to you, to your own soul healing and soul tribe. I feel that too, saving my pennies. Okay, yes, donated. Okay, Laura, thank you so much. I'm on Melanie right now, and I'll be with you, Laura, and I'm glad you hopped on instead of having to hit the replay. All right, so root chakra. So the root chakra, to me, is your connection to soul, soul family, but it's also connected to stability, comfort, being safe, being provided for. It also has to do with healing. So it's kind of funny. I'm feeling like you said your family may be showing a little resistance in your physical world. This has to do with those connections as well, the root chakra. So I'm feeling as you surrender, let go, don't resist or justify, and just coming into your center, that's going to help to also heal those outside forces that you might feel are against you or don't understand or aren't maybe willing to be all in with you. So I feel that there is a definite soul, family, lineage, heritage being healed, being balanced as you are dealing with your immediate family members. and they might not be fake. You might be, what they're saying is you might be making them through your ideals or what you have. You are a catalyst for them to heal their own doubts and heal their own fears and to come into a recalibration of their soul. They might be feeling a little protected because you are actually, because your light is so strong, your desires are right there. You might be making them feel a little guarded. So that's not a bad thing. It's a co-contract where they are teaching you to open up, to allow, to surrender, to allow the resistance to work for you. And it's making them confront unhealed things within their own heart space as well. So it goes both ways. And that's going to create the change. That's a 5, the root chakra, the change. There is definitely a change coming. There's going to be little plateaus as you're moving up on your journey. Moving up is really allowing more of this to come out. And there's going to be also, I'm feeling, breaking of old thought forms, knowing that you said you're saving your pennies. Yes, that's not a bad thing, but there's going to be openings that are going to come to you that aren't all about you having to have all that money right there. There's going to be ways that the universe is going to navigate behind the scenes for you to help support you. All you have to be is tuned in, do what you're being called of at the moment, allow the soul healing, and the soul healing does have to do with family as well, immediate family triggering healing on other timelines, but also works with them as well. So you helping to open up their hearts, and then they helping you to come to your own soul healing and light activation within you. So definitely there's going to be changes in the family, the immediate family. Healing's multidimensional, and you are also bringing you guys are all working together. It might not feel it, but you all are working together to bring forth a greater security, comfort, peace, and safety that is not built in the old traditional ways. So breaking the traditional ways of doing things and of feeling safe and secure. Our true safety is always from here, because life, as we have learned the past few years, is ever changing. You can't count on anything secure in the physical, because the physical is always going through upheaval, because it's got to change in order to represent these higher frequencies that we are bringing forth, our healing and our balance. Our frequencies are creating the new ways of doing things, and the new ways are not based on the old ways of the linear time frame. So hopefully that makes sense to you, Melanie. Okay, I'll take a drink. But yeah, I'm feeling that push in your heart. My heart does feel tight, so there is some emotional recalibrations going on, and it's just allowing it all to work together. And Melanie, they're saying it's all working out together. There is nothing separate outside of you. There is nothing outside of you against you. It is just our limited perception that creates that, they're saying. So just know that whatever you're going through is working for you, and maintain that state of being. And that's going to help to create an opening for you. All right. Thank you so much for that, Melanie. Thank you, Kim Chemistry. All right. One more. Okay, fine. One more final thing for you from the heart of Mother Earth. And that's funny because you are trying to create, not funny, it makes sense because you're wanting to create a retreat on Earth with Mother Earth. So let's just see one more. Thank you, Melanie. Thank you so much. And if someone donated besides Laura Runner, let me know. Otherwise, Laura is going to be up next. One final say. There we go. There is a big soul healing coming for you. You got the self-acceptance, self-love. So in the past, you might have felt worn out, dehydrated. You might have felt like you were always pushing and fighting for your beliefs, and you felt other people might not have necessarily been on board, and that's made you feel depleted. And they want you to just focus on you. Know that the outside isn't out to get you, and that you are working together with the resistance, but they really want you to nurture yourself, your self-love, give to yourself, do what makes you happy in spite of what's going on around you. You have nothing to justify, Melanie, and nothing to prove. Just focus on you right now, self-love, given to yourself regardless of what's happening before you. And don't be afraid of saving every penny for that venture. They want you to give to yourself now as well. So maybe you've been contemplating giving to yourself in some way, shape, or form, but you think you need to save your money to buy the land. Just know that the universe is bigger than that, and to definitely give to yourself, okay? Yes, love spirit. All right, so I guess Laura is up next. Hey, Tamara, good to see you. I do that daily. Do I? I do that. Do I? Okay. I work on many dimensions. Yes, awesome. Yeah, you got it. You got it, girlfriend. Thank you, Melanie. So a lot of times readings and spirit comes through in affirmations as well. Just affirmations letting you know. And it's good. Like I am so excited when I see another channel. Like I posted a share yesterday with Magenta Pixie with the astrologer and everything they said. It was beautiful because me, it was the physical affirmation of everything that I've been talking about without even having knowledge of what they shared. So it's really cool. I like that physical affirmation. We're physical beings and we are here to live through the physical senses, all of our senses, and to receive that. I mean, spiritual beings aren't supposed to be just up here in spiritual, or we wouldn't have came into the physical. We are here for the reciprocation of the physical, of spirit, of that love, of that abundance, of that nourishment, of that safety, of the security, everything that the physical body came to embody through the spiritual love, through unconditional love. We came to experience unconditional love through the physical. So we are to have that. Where in the olden days, or when I was little, it was all about pleasing God and living now for heaven, living now for the afterlife, doing all of the things you're supposed to do to get God's approval to enter heaven. Well, no, we're here to experience all of that now, not for the afterlife, but now, because there really is only the now. So maybe someone needed to hear that. All right, Laura, any particular question? Laura, I see you donated. Thank you so much. Anything particular? Laura Runner. All right, Laura. So focus on Laura. You have a common goal for a sanctuary and foundation as well, Kim Chemistry. That's so funny. And then if you're the one that donated and Melanie got it, that is unbelievable. So when that's beautiful. It just shows how we're supporting in ways that we don't even know we're supporting each other. And we're showing the resonance and the physical manifestations of us being on the right track through one another. So Kim Chemistry donated, Melanie won, and Melanie and Kim have similar ideas. And that's just beautiful. That's how it turned out. So there's a lot of little things that are always being shown to us, but sometimes we don't understand the capacity or how important it is to notice those little things, to appreciate it. All right, Laura. All right, I guess I'm going to just get on with business with you. Let's see, where's my little bells? Get on with business. I don't see that you had a particular question, but if you do, let me know, Melanie. Laura, I don't even see you, Laura. Are you still there, Laura? I just keep saying, creating space for the new, creating space for the new, creating space for the new, they're saying. Creating space for the new. Oh my goodness. I don't know if you're into Johnny Cash or not, but now Johnny Cash is coming through. He's just like popping in and saying, well, Michael's not the only one that's underutilized here in spirit as well. I have a lot to share as well. I have a support team of my own, and I'm willing here to support you if you call. Open up the door and I'll hop in. So I don't know if someone, either you or someone else, is like in Johnny Cash as well. Or a runner. Thank you. So Johnny Cash, he speaks of a lot of hardship sometimes, and the Fulcrum prison and all of that kind of stuff. So Laura, sometimes I'm feeling that maybe sometimes that you feel you're, oh my God. So what you're saying is sometimes, Laura, you might feel you're off track And that's funny because Johnny Carson. Now, why am I saying Johnny Carson? Does he want to come through too? So Johnny Cash, I hear the train a coming on that song. It's coming down the bend. I haven't seen the sun since I don't know when. That song. So sometimes you might feel that you've gotten off the track. And anyways, he's saying, no, Laura, you're good. You're good. You're right on track. You're right on track. And even I served time in prison, and look what happened to me. So I know that you haven't been in prison that I'm aware of, Laura, but there's some sort of correlation where you feel sometimes maybe that you are limited or you are in prison or that you've taken the wrong track. And what Johnny Cash is saying is you are on the right track and things are all working for you and helping you. And there's no separation or difference between dark and light, good, bad, right, wrong. So they're just he's just re-emphasizing. This is so funny, guys. And Johnny Carson is there. Johnny Carson. I've never, I remember him being on TV when I was a little kid. I don't know a lot about Johnny Carson. That he was funny, and I loved this. Is it Tonight Show? The Tonight Show, and he's saying you got to make light of it, Laura. Make light of it. You got to laugh about it. It's funny. So I don't know if something recently happened, or if you're in a cycle where things happen and you feel like you're taken off track a lot. It's all meant to be. It's all meant to be. Make light of it. It's all aiding you on that strong momentum. Even in the times, Laura, where you feel you're not creating momentum, you're creating just as much momentum. It's all serving you. Thank you guys for trying to get a hold of Laura, because yeah, usually she's right there. So she'll have to watch the replay. Maybe she stepped out because I was going on so long. Thank you for donating, Laura. And this is for you, Laura. Someone want a timestamp, maybe how far I am in for her, but we'll let her watch the replay. So spirit, even whether you're present or not, they can deliver as if you're there, because spirit is everywhere. And this is your spirit coming through for you, Laura. So it's like a projection from you anyways, even if you're not here right now. So yeah, so don't beat yourself up where you feel maybe you've been knocked down. They're showing me you kind of on your knees and where you felt down, and you got to get back up. And they're saying that's all serving your greater purpose, basically. Okay. So beautiful. So Johnny Cash and Johnny Carson, they're both JCs. And to me, the biggest JC is Jesus Christ. So that makes sense that he's coming in now, and it's about having that unconditional love for yourself and acceptance, and knowing you came for the whole thing. You came here for the whole kit and caboodle. You came here for the whole journey, Laura. Don't be down on yourself. You came because, and everything you've gone through is because you were equipped for it multidimensionally. You're equipped to go and run that journey that you're on. The train track, the line. Now that he's coming in with "I Walk the Line." That song, "I Walk the Line." They're kind of laughing at you now. They're all sitting there kind of laughing. All three JCs: Jesus Christ, Johnny Carson, and Johnny Cash, and they're all there kind of. They said they're all part of that same team, giving you a different perspective. They're saying you hold all three legs of them energetically and frequency wise. So how you perceive Jesus, you can think of him maybe as that unconditional love, the savior. Well, he's saying you are your own savior, Laura. Johnny Cash, having all of those experiences of making the ring of fire now. Ring of fire is coming through. How he's walked through his own ring of fire to get to the center. And that center is your heart, that heart space where you're at ground 0.0, where you've balanced and have allowed the good and the bad all to work as a team. And then Johnny Carson is saying you got to add a little more fun, a little more flavor, laugh a little more, make a joke of it, because literally it's all a joke anyways. We came here for the experience, and we take life too dang seriously on earth. So he's coming through too. Wow. Got quite the team there, Laura Runner. All right, Laura, let's pull you a couple cards here. And what, holy shit. So this obviously is from Johnny Cash. The Fired, as I was pulling this, I was immediately, what came to my mind as I was pulling it, his interpretation of "I Walk the Line." They're saying you try to walk the line a little too straight, and it's okay to get a little tipsy and to get off the line. They're saying you don't need to walk the line so straight, okay? Get off, have a little fire, have a little burn pit, have a couple drinks, laugh, surround yourself with some friends. And so they want you to they actually want you to deviate a little bit. Don't take things too seriously to get off the straight and narrow sometimes is a good thing. And that's about also transmuting your energies and alchemizing and just connecting with that fire and that passion within you. And that's a 10. That's a that's a new cycle for you, Laura. It's a new opening, it's a new beginning. And that walk is a 1. So you're gonna feel like you're a loner sometimes and you're walking the path alone. You're walking a straight line by yourself sometimes, but they want you to get off and collaborate and have some fun with friends. And in that, you create those lighter moments, actually open up the space for joy and to actually activate your light within you as well. So maybe you're going through, and maybe you're connected to also with that whole dragon, the dragons, the fires of transmutations, burning off that which doesn't serve you, but you're not really burning it because energy never dies. You're just transmuting it into the light. And I feel that has to do with self acceptance, self love, being a little gentler on yourself, and knowing everything here was you came here to experience it, and allowing all parts of yourself. So when you know all parts of yourself are allowed, you're actually transmuting any ideas of anything being wrong or doing anything wrong and any of that. So to me, this overall message has to do with accepting all parts of yourself, and then that's going to create an opening, a new beginning. All right, so that's Laura. Yeah, let's see what else I got here for you, Laura. Oh, that was the fire. All right, I'm going to pull a conscious spirit. Oh, there you are, Laura. Hey, I think we were afraid you checked out on us. That is cool. That is on my favorite song list. I don't know which song you're talking, but we got a lot of them that Johnny Cash brought through you. Fulcrum, Prison, I Walk the Line, and Ring of Fire. All of those. All right. So you got some serious shit that you've worked through and some serious heavy energies, because Johnny Cash to me is so legit and so authentic and really raw, and he's really lived. Oh, now they're saying the Doldrum Blues. Is that one, guys? Doldrum Blues. He's really lived a lot of raw emotions, addictions, shit, but he's also transcended them. So, wow, they're just really beautiful. Dove, take a leap of faith. So you're being called to take a leap of faith. There could be something, I don't know what it is, you're contemplating and wondering, but take a leap of faith and just, walk through that ring of fire and just go for it. And sometimes the ring of fire might make you think, oh, I can't pass that ring. You're being called to walk through that ring, whatever that is for you, whatever that fear is. Facing your fears is a way to transmute them, because fears are just letting us know we're believing in something that isn't true. Fears activate the light within you, hence the fire, and it will bring you to your center. It teaches you something about yourself. So it's about also overcoming, doing things in spite of fear, working through your fears and doubts, because those are all illusions. And when you walk through them and go through them and don't deny them, allow them their expression, yell, scream, whatever you're feeling. And in that, it teaches you something about yourself. And then you actually see, and as you're allowing it, you're actually giving yourself love as well. And you activate the light in it. You transmute them into love. And Mother Earth Heart card. I think you have these two, right, Laura? Mother Earth Heart cards? Shoot. I don't know what that I desire to do. Okay. And maybe, are you searching in some way, shape, or form? For a question of something? Or, you know what, Laura? It can also mean if something comes up in your immediate future, just encouraging you to take that leap. You could be having an opening open up, and it's just saying to trust what you feel. And it doesn't have to be creating something in the physical. It might be just trusting what's in your heart. You got this card for the Mother Earth Heart card. That little leaf has a little cutout, and that just blows my mind when I see stuff like this. Okay, I was running, took a picture, just like, there it is. So something to do with, just trusting that light in your heart, trusting your expression, trusting that it's a fall leaf. So that to me represents fall time, and that's an end of a cycle. So you might be ending a cycle. We're always ending cycles to create new cycles. And that you did get that number 10, that new beginning. So knowing that whatever you went through in the past is being carried with you into the future, you have utilized as much energy from a cycle, you've gained as much as you could, and now it's time for you to end that cycle, close that chapter, but know that everything within your heart space that you gained from that goes forward with you in that new beginning. Shine on. As you see more and more beauty in your world, the more your own light shines. The more you recognize your true nature, the more beauty you see. You are the world, and the world is within you. That opening right there. As you see your world, as you see yourself, as within, as without. So there's a message here about unifying what you see outside of you, the outside physical part that you experience, the part of the physical human self that you see, unifying with the spiritual part of you, the beauty, the unconditional love, the acceptance, your worth, your God self, your God energy within you. They're all unifying and they're all one. So a big message of all that you are in here will shine out, but to appreciate and see the beauty. When you see the beauty and recognize the beauty outside of you, knowing that it's just a reflection of yourself as well. They work in symbiosis. Yes, you have the heart cards. I love those. Well, obviously. All right. All right. Let me see one more quick little thing. All right, guys. If anybody else made a donation, please let me know now. Beautiful readings, guys. You guys are all master light blasters. You guys are all creating this messages, and you guys are the ones holding space for it. Because when I tune into your energy, it's like what comes through. It's like bringing forth your spirit, your higher self, to reveal something, to reflect something for us. One more. I'm going to do a chakra. Just curious what chakra center is coming forth. All right. Psychic development. So as within, as without. So as you connect to your own heart space, as you go within, whatever that card was, wherever it went, it's like the more you connect and allow more and more of you, the more your world reflects that. So these are two hands and they're holding the world. So to me, it's just affirming that last message, as within, as without. You're the one that is creating your own world. But there's also a message here of psychic development, and that your psychic abilities are growing, and to trust in them. 27. Yeah, that too, that unity, bringing together your physical self by going within, communing with your spiritual self, brings you to a greater connection to the 7, which is representative of your divinity within, the fullness that you are within, your God self, that purity, that divinity, your divine frequency imprint. All of that is, I believe, cultivating, it's growing, and you're going to see that in your world more and more and more. So the third eye activation, psychic development, just trusting what you're feeling, trusting what you're knowing, going with your gut, all of it. And there's a mediumship, so I don't know now, Laura, if you do channel spiritual frequencies from other people, energies, guides, because it was kind of funny that those 3 came forth for you. So maybe just trying to connect with those energies of Jesus, Johnny, and 2 Johnny Cash and Johnny Carson. Wow, two of them. Oh my God, all 3 J's too. This is really weird. Does J or C or JC initials mean anything to you, Laura? This has never happened to me before. 3 different energies, and within their energies, they also hold a collective consciousness, because their consciousness holds all of their experiences as well. So I'm just feeling mediumship, like spirit wanting to connect and channel through you as identified beings even. So try working with those 3 energies. Just see. Even in your Mother Earth heart cards, saying, okay, even if these are a beautiful way to also grow your psychic development, because what you're doing is you're feeling with your heart, but there's imagery on these. And for me, images like come and morph out all the time. And that's also enhancing your psychic development. What you're seeing and feeling, it brings in a lot of senses all at once. So even saying, okay, What do you have to tell me right now, Johnny, or John, or Jesus, all the J's. So also with that, uh, what's it saying? Cultivating your psychic development, working on it, and working with it in a way that isn't a have to or somebody else is taught, but in a way that is individual to you, Laura, that is exciting. That is exciting for you. Not the way someone else does it. You're going to have your own way of connecting. All right. Thank you, Gem. Gem. Thank you, Gem. Gemistry. Okay. All right. Anybody else make a donation? Donnie, your financial blockages. We bring this up every time. Spirit's laughing at you. Not in a picking way, but they're just saying, Donnie, Donnie, Donnie. They want you to focus on the expansion and not the blockages. Whenever we feel stuck, it's because we're really concentrating that area with stuck energy, not unlike a knot. When you have a knot that's really tight and you try to work it and pull it out, it just gets tighter. So whatever, that's showing a resistance too. They're saying, Donnie, for you again, allowing your financial abundance to show up in ways that you wouldn't normally expect, releasing the expectation. You are abundant. So when you know that your innate nature, if you got source energy and God created all and God is life and it's ever expansive and it's everywhere all at once, well, that too is all of our true nature. So it's about removing the resistance, the beliefs, the thought forms, the energies that act as a filter, that act as a block for us. It's about just removing the resistance to allow our true nature to come forth. And we are here in this physical timeline to experience our God self energy in the fullness that we've never have before. I don't know I already read that. All right. Hey, Carissa, you guys are so beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful Master Light Blasters today. Shining, shining. You're expanding too, Jan. Oh, yes. Always want to follow. All right. Okay, so you always want to follow. So that's saying, Laura, you have something so unique unto you. So it's beautiful how we take other people's ways of expressions. That's beautiful because what they're doing is they are actually shining a mirror of your own light and your own individuality, not for you to duplicate, but for you to activate. Oh my God, I love it when Spirit brings these little rhymes all the times. So other people's ways where they're in sync and you can just tell they're doing their thing and you might want to duplicate it, but you're not there to duplicate. They're there to activate your own specialness, your own way. Awesome. Okay. Very beautiful. All right. So if no one else made a donation, I'm just going to do a quickie for Kim Chemistry. Kim Chemistry, just a quickie for creating this fun game today and for providing Melanie with a beautiful reading that she held space for all of us. Okay. Hate to ask, how do I donate? Okay. Nope. That's good. Don't hate to ask. Let me put that back up there. I had my PayPal up there. Hold on there, and then we'll give you one, and then we'll end it with you. Let me find myself here again. Let me put it on the top. It's riabarna1224@gmail.com. I've just been using that one because then I don't get the fees. Always hit sending with friends and family, guys, when you're making donations, because we all are friends and family, right? There it is. I put it back at the top. So let me know if you made a donation, Carissa, and then we will do you. Kimmy, I just pulled a quickie for you. The spiral. Kim Chemistry, this is. All right, so you get the spiral. I love this. This is so beautiful. It's so alive because you can either go in the spiral and you can also come out of the spiral. So that is just showing, oh my goodness. So this is beautiful. So this is showing us how you have merged with your contrast, or it shows the merging of contrast and unity through that spiral. So oh my God, there's a lot in this. So you going within. So something from outside of you, you've gone within for your answer. So anything shooting off outside of you has been an activation, a trigger, and catalyzing for you to connect to something deeper within you, to gain that wisdom, to gain that insight, to activate your pineal, to activate your third eye, because that's in the right here in the middle. And then when that's activated, then you discover your truth. You speak your truth. You express your truth. But this also shows how there's no linear time. This isn't a straight line. This goes back to your very beginning message, Kim. Remember, I said that you were opening up to more multidimensional consciousness and awareness. This shows that they're all little circles, little circles, little circles, little circles. So it shows how everything in life is, how do you say it? Cyclic? Cyclic? I don't know how to pronounce that in the right way. But all these cycles, circles within circles, is that also concentric? Is that how you say it? I'm not saying the right word, but it's not linear. So it shows how you can try time travel from here to 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 here, just through your frequency. You can gain, through your frequency, you can gain understanding and have conscious awareness about how these other energies are. And you can like grasp ideas through your multidimensional selves and then bring them back through to Kim chemistry. That's a 50. That's how you're creating change. You are utilizing the multidimensional self, and that can come through visions, ideas, thoughts, dreams. And then what you do is you're activating by time traveling and then bringing forth that in this timeline. And how is it different than what we all are doing as we activate our bodies? Something to do with your conscious awareness, something to do with you actually not just activating, trusting, and feeling it, you actually being able to see it. Spiral a lot lately. Okay, I'm just going to pull it. 50. Let's just see what else. Carissa, let me know if you donated, and then I will do you next. From galaxies, this says from galaxies in the sky, diminutive shells on the beach. I love finding those spiral shells on the beach, like the conchs, or all of them. All of them have like a spiral. A lot of them, snails, have this spiral little thing on there. Found extensively in the natural world. Its shape in the form of a coiled serpent and has been used since ancient times as a tool for growth and transformation. The spiral is a guide for entering deep into one's consciousness and the unknown, and then extending then far out into the heavens. It is crucial to surrender to this journey until exhausted paradigm dissolves in the depths of the psyche and the energy is released to give birth to a new reality. To renew yourself, you must shed your own skin. You already know that. You have already done this. Well, that makes sense. That was the next line. You've already done that, Kim. So do not keep scraping away at the old, but welcome the soft new skin that is starting to grow. Break the habit of working on your faults all the time and let nature take its course. That sounds like such freedom. Know that a new skin feels vulnerable and scary. I think you got that message the other day, feeling vulnerable, scary, off kilter. Trust the medicine of the spiral as it guides the journey of renewal. So it's about a transformation. Feeling vulnerable when you're on uncharted territory, feeling vulnerable when you are living something that you've never lived before, understanding something at a much greater capacity without proof from the outside world can throw you off kilter. But guess what, Kim? That's what you came to do. Beautiful. All right. I'll pull you a quickie, Carissa. Carissa Driver deck. All right. I'm going to pull you a quickie, Carissa. And if you have Venmo or Cash App as well, or anybody here, it's that same. It's at Ria Berna. Oh, let me just stick that there. Yeah, I'm just going to pull it. I'm just going to pull you. All right, great. Two kind of came out for you, Carissa. Completion. This card came out yesterday, so I don't know if it was yours, Kelly's, or someone else's, and it kind of piggybacks with chemistry here about transformation. And this is a snake eating its own tail. So it's almost like connecting the dots. It's ending a cycle to create a new one. So you get this portal here, but it comes from that transformation of a snake. A snake can represent being tempted, can also have other symbolic meanings, but the way I'm taking it is transformation, also shedding your skin. Here it's eating its own tail, but to me, what it's doing is it's digesting and processing all of your transformation, all of your energy. Um, Almost like when the tail end is behind you, so you might be also contemplating what's behind you, and you're unifying it to create an opening of newness. So it's almost like taking your past and you've been processing that information, taking it in. He's eating his own tail. But what it's doing is, as you're processing and allowing all of that coming up now, in whatever way, shape, or form that is, emotional or whatever, as you're processing the past now, you're actually creating an opening and unifying it with the present moment, which creates the future. So completion, you're ending a cycle as you're allowing yourself the time, the process, the emotional releases to transmute any darkness or unknowingness or misunderstandings into the light. You're creating a portal. So that's really beautiful. That's showing you're coming to the now. You're allowing the past to be part of the now, and that is all creating that portal for a new beginning. So ending a cycle by allowing yourself the process to go through it now. Maybe also processing emotions that you didn't give yourself the time to in the past, or you've been repressing. So to me, it's allowing yourself that process now to complete it so you can move forward. And then you had two of these, Carissa, 43, and that's a 7. And that also is reflecting coming into that unity, a greater unity and clarity, an unfiltered part of you, of your divinity, and understanding, gaining a wisdom and understanding about you and your purpose and your cycle, bringing it all together. And what do you find in the middle? That's the heart, and that is divinity. That kind of goes with this one, the 7, finding that little tender heart within you, parts of yourself that you might not have acknowledged before. It's coming forward now, and allowing everything in balance, north, south, east, and west. There's something to do with like a compass, allowing that heart be your compass. How I'm picking up on this is by processing your emotions of your past, you're going to be guided on where to go in the future as well. But allow yourself that time to process emotions. And then we got the rattle, following the beat of your own heart, shaking things up. Because here we've got completion. Oh, we got that little heart. So making noise, making your own noise. But how do you make noise? By listening to your heart. The best noise is made in the rhythm of your heart. So following your own heartbeat, and it might cause some noise. It might shake up some people. Oh my God, and they're both rattlesnakes. A rattle, a snake's rattle, what's it called? A rattlesnake. Yeah, it's called a rattlesnake. So that's funny. Both of these have snake symbology, the rattlesnake and the regular bat snake. So making your own noise, it might shake people up. And people usually are very timid around a rattlesnake, right? Because you don't want to get bit. So also, other people might feel even intimidated or taken aback by the noise you make. You're creating a noise that's more in line to your heart and living by that. And it might shake people up. It might make them a little scared, a little cautious, but that's okay, because all that matters is that you are walking in the rhythm of your own heartbeat. Very beautiful. Oh, you sent a donation for Carissa. Okay. Oh, Tara, you guys are such givers. Okay, so I'll finish doing some more there then. Tamara, that's so sweet of you. All right, so I'm going to continue this a little further and then. So obviously there's a big change for you as well, a new opening. And that change is going to happen through you connecting to your own heart space and allowing yourself the transformation in the emotions, and it's going to create some noise. So I'm going to just see real quick what else it has to say about the rattle. And I'm going to be just a little bit more thorough. And in olden days, aren't there also, didn't they like shake shake to ward off spirits, right? Isn't that maybe a little bit part of exorcisms in some practices where they go and shake, burning incense and shaking off spirits, like warding off. So, anyways, what they're saying is your own protection, you're warding off spirits and energies that are aiding you by being strong in your own voice and in your own heart, by being connected and following your own heart, making your own noise and being tuned in automatically wards off what we would say evil spirits. Evil spirits are just any energies that we create separation from, unhealed parts of ourselves shown up as evil, unhealed parts of ourselves, our own fears showing up. So you dissipate and you transmute your own fears by tuning in to your own heart and working through the fears, allowing the fears to show you something about yourself. All right, what do we got here? The essence. The rattle is the spirit caller carrying shaman's prayer to the 4 directions. Oh my goodness, this is unbelievable. Huge. Okay, so that's the rattle, and I already hit upon the 4 directions here. These very potent energies. So whatever is coming through in this, it's really concentrated for you, Krissa, because both cards are so similar. Okay, so it's a shaman's prayer to the 4 directions. The body of the rattle is like the earth spinning on its axis. With the aid of the rattle, the medicine woman installs a desired destiny in her future, choosing with a prayer, Great Spirit, may your will be done. So that's calling forth and surrendering, trusting to the will, trusting to the desire of the heart, but releasing it up to your higher will, the part of you that knows all the answers. That's so beautiful. Thy will be done. It kind of, isn't that what the end of the Lord's Prayer is as well? Okay. The rattle guides us to pray for all of earth, not just for our own personal needs. When we offer our prayers for the highest good of all, everything we need is provided for. The invitation. The rattle comes to invite you to work with the tools of spirit, but be careful. There are some sharp and can hurt you and others if they are not used mindfully. Set your old tools aside. So that's the end of the cycle. Set your old ways aside and take up drawing instruments of spirit. You are consciously stepping into partnership with the divine. This is the time for courageous deeds. Do not let your hesitation get in the way of your expression. So you want to catch God on the whisper, not in the shout. What you are trying to craft to your own desires and expectations is already there, standing before you. Do not spin the world to your own benefits. You are being offered the Creator's tools, which must be put to serve the divine purpose. And that divine purpose is in your heart. And when you are aligned to your heart, that is the will, that is the heart, that's the God that connects all. So when you're really tuned into your own heart space and you're trusting in your guidance, it is for the whole. It's the more limited tools that they're talking about, or how I'm interpreting it, is those from the limitations of the mind, maybe where the ego or the smaller ego wants to act just for self-protection, but you're giving it up to the trust in your heart. The God in you is in the God in everyone. Just when they say namaste, I honor the God in me honors the God in you. So there's just something about trusting in your heart, and that can still put people that aren't trusting in their own heart a little fearful. So knowing that following your heart, sometimes you got to make some noise, and that noise might startle others, but just staying on that path. All right, very beautiful, very powerful energy. All right, I'm going to pull a conscious spirit. I like these. All right, let's see here. Very powerful. Lauren, have you come and gone? Hello again. Holy shit. Again, the dissipation of time, linear time. I cannot believe, is that even right? It's 20 of 2? I can't even believe that. What time did I come on? Holy crap. All right. Oh my God. So when you enter that hurt space, this too It's like just showing you how you lose time. You don't think of it in that way. You just like you shift. All right. Spark. Oh my God. And there we go. This is just reaffirming everything that I just said. Spark of the divine. So it's about a divine connection, going within for your own divine connection. Going within, here's your divine connection. This even talked about that as well. And now we've got this. This is unconditional universal love. This one talked about for the whole, making decisions and operating in spiritual tools for the whole. Well, this is the whole. You are connecting to the whole when you connect to your heart. This is also representing everybody's joined together in wholeness as well. There's so many different layers to any image, to anything that is said, to different perceptions and different angles of understanding that just there's so much. There's just so much. So this is representing that universal flow, the connection to all, universal love. Look at that. That is just brilliant. That looks like you're entering the divinity that is connected to all. It is freeing. It is liberating. It is your heart. It is your limited mind, the ego, connected and merged with the higher mind, representing emerging. So your human mind might have a certain understanding, but intuitively you know more. So through that intuition and that heart connection, then you open up to the God mind, which is the bigger understanding, which is connecting to the universal flow of love. So that's where you're at, Carissa, and that's like a lot. That's a lot. I recognize the divine spark within me, and I recognize I am part of creation. Spark of divine. So it's just showing the unity in all. As you connect in a spark, you're being taken care of, you're being provided for, you're being guided. It brings everything into equilibrium, all the elements, all the directions, everything. And in this spark here, to me, it's represented the hair, her hair flying out is representing all the pathways, relationships, career, health, all of the different experiences. So the hair is representing all the different experiences you have as Carissa. Exercise, health, eating, whatever, relationships, family, career, spiritual development, every hair that's representing your spark to your heart affects all of those. But not only that, it also opens you up to the heart. If you want to go a little deeper, all of this hair is also representing streams of consciousness to the multi-use, all of the other universes you are connected to, all of the other timelines. So everything has got so many layers and depths from the physical expressions of Carissa, all of those, but they're also still simultaneously connected to the multidimensional aspects of Carissa. And how do we access all of it? We go to that heart. We connect to the divinity within us. And that's basically what all message universally for everybody, it's always going to. All of the other stuff is details for our human mind. But basically, everything at its core comes down to connecting to the divinity within, and that connects you to everything, in everything in a way that the highest frequency representation, manifestation is what you're allowing as you connect to that heart space. But the same token, everything is allowed. There's no right or wrong. Just like Laura saying that analogy of getting off the track, it's still all, that's the beauty. That's the beauty of when you're really operating in God's source energy, everything is allowable, everything is forgiven because there's nothing to forgive. And we came here for the soul's experience, and we came here in the physical to experience all of it. But this is showing where you are in your journey in understanding. And that's going to pave the way, pave the path to any darkness. You are truly a master light blaster. Because look at, she's entering the darkness, but she's just entering with all of this light, knowledge, and wisdom. All right, Carissa, beautiful message. And her and our ancestors. Absolutely, Tamra. So however you want to. You can even think of it as baking a cake today. Okay, here's the cake. We got to go put the flour, the eggs, the shortening, the butter. You can take it from the most surface, and you can go as deep as you want. The connection in the core to everything, ancestors, everything. It's right in the portal within yourself. And we go through many different experiences in the physical demonstrating all of the different layers. All of the different layers are represented in our physical life, but it's multidimensionally connected as well. And you're just coming into this full realization, Carissa. So, so beautiful. And the more conscious you are of it, the more you experience it in your physical reality as well. And then you can connect the dots and you see things that you could not see before. Like someone might see a piece of driftwood with some snow on it. Well, as you open up all of these streams of consciousness by going within and allowing your physical world in every moment of now to show you the way, then you see so much more. You see divinity, you see images, you might see your Uncle Sam in a face. So you see what others do not see, you feel what others do not feel as you allow yourself the journey, surrender, release resistance, and then it just activates more and more and more and more and more light. All right, guys. Tamara, I'm going to pull you one for your donation for Carissa real quick, and then I'm done. I can feel it's getting heavier in my body now. All right. I'm straining a little bit. Okay, I think my earbuds went dead, but I think you can still hear me, right? One quickie for Tamara. Shoot. Shamanic one. These are powerful. And I love these because they're everything is multi-layered, but these are really deep. Good, Carissa. Thank you. And thank you, Tamara. And I'm going to just pull Tamara real quickie for taking care of our beautiful Carissa. Just wow is all I can say. Beautiful. Rewatch it later. And just like when we rewatch something, just like when we watch a movie over, we catch things we didn't catch because the first time we watch something or see something, it activated a light. And then when we go back and rewatch it, we are really watching it through more light activation. So we are able to extract higher frequencies in something that we couldn't get before. Okay, you guys are blowing me away. You just bring it on. Bring it on. You go deep. As we go deeper, the lighter gets brighter. And I'm looking at a bowl of bananas, and the banana can take on so much more than what I thought a banana did, say, a year ago or 10 years ago. It just represents so much more because my frequency, I am embodying so much more light. So that light, you're going to see through more light. You're going to see through God eyes. Does that make sense? Of course it does, because you guys are masters. Yeah, we'll do that for sure. And what you have is flow, Tamara. And that's, to me, the merging. When you have the contrast and the dualities working as a team, working as one, you are in the ultimate flow, Tamara. This is so beautiful. It is the yin yang working together. You have dissipated the idea, the illusion of separation. You realize the outside is you and you are the outside. You represent the devil and the angel you understand the devil and the angel are one. It's about allowing the contrasting parts of you, the personalities, the ideas to work as one, to activate more light, to enlighten you. High priestess, you're a high priestess energy. You're a goddess of light. You're a goddess of the moon. I'm feeling that you bring what your specialty is, Tamara, is you're able to illuminate in the darkness. You are, and of course you do, because you're a master light blaster. You illuminate the light through the merging, through your own physical journey of experiencing dualities and merging them. You are that light and space holder for others, and you hold information, wisdom, and knowledge of the high priestess that has been hidden. You're able to bring that out. So very beautiful, Tamara. She's gorgeous. I just feel like Indian, not Native American Indian per se, but India, like we're Western, right? They're the Eastern world. Information and knowledge from that timeline. Mary Magdalene, I know, is very close to you. So the Essenes, that Jesus timeline, the secret societies where they gathered, the high priestess, and I'm getting all the affirmation for that. You hold that energy and you came to infuse that. You came to activate that in this world. So very beautiful. Uh, like hidden scrolls, lost information, that kind of stuff. That which has been hidden, you're bringing that back out. And you're not doing it like in a physical, like, oh, here's that scroll. You're doing it through light activations, energy. Beautiful, Tamra. Yeah, that gave me goosebumps. I can just totally feel it. When I hit something that's wicked, um, important or whatever, it's all important, but you know what I mean? Wicked true or something I might doubt. When I'm doubting or questioning, am I receiving this right? And then my whole body, I can feel the illumination. So yeah, beautiful. All right, guys, I think that's good for today. Thank you for joining. Thank you for shining your light. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all your fun chemistry and donating for each other. And I love that. We really just, it's beautiful. And thank you also, Johnny Cash, Johnny Carson, and Jesus, Jesus Christ. I'm just looking real quick at you guys. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm going to stick that one up. I love all the hearts. Thank you guys. Beautiful, beautiful. And I didn't miss anyone, right? Because the other day I did miss someone, and then I went back and gave them a quick messenger video of their reading. So speak now or forever hold your peace. I think I got everyone. Thank you for hopping back on, Lauren. Hello again. What's that song? Hello again. Is it Lionel Richie? Okay, so I don't know if anyone likes this song or as a message, probably for you, Lauren. Hello again. I think it's Lionel Richie. 80 song. And I love the way that spirit speaks through what we are aware of. We deliver message in the way that we can kind of relate to, and that we can like use our physical experience to deliver messages. So that's really awesome. And that's why it's important to trust your own stream of consciousness and to trust your own expression, because we can't duplicate another, because their expression is based on all of their timelines and what is available to them to express. Mine's very limited, but whatever. All right, guys. May you all shine with the entirety of all the love and light that you are. Shoot.